You already have a course inside you. I'm serious. Every skill you've built over years, the thing your friends constantly ask you for advice about, the workflow that makes your job easier than anyone else's, the subject you could talk about for 3 hours without notes, that is a sellable product. And the creator economy proved this. People will pay for access to your specific knowledge in a focused, bite-sized format. The problem isn't that you don't have something worth teaching. The problem is that every platform designed to help you sell that knowledge costs a fortune, takes weeks to set up, and requires you to build a full-blown online course with videos, landing pages, email sequences, and a Kajabi subscription that starts at $179 a month before you can earn a single dollar. Today, I'm reviewing Bytes, an AI micro course builder that just landed on AppSumo with a lifetime deal. It promises to take you from idea to live sellable micro course in minutes, not months. I went through every feature, dug into the platform behind it, compared it to every major course tool on the market, and I'm going to tell you honestly, is this the shortcut course creators have been waiting for, or is it too good to be true? Let's find out. Quick note before we dive in. I did not pay for this tool to review it, and this is not a sponsored video. Here's what I did instead. I went through the AppSumo listing in detail, accessed the Bytes platform through their free onboarding flow, researched the company behind it, Coassemble, which has been in the e-learning space since 2016, and spent real time comparing Bytes against Kajabi, Teachable, and Thinkific using their own current pricing pages. I also looked at the broader micro-learning market, who it's for, what buyers actually want, and what separates a tool that gets used from one that collects digital dust. Everything I say is grounded in that research. If it's weak, I'll tell you. If it's exceptional, I'll explain exactly why. Let's go. Here is the creator economy's dirty secret. Everyone is telling you to monetize your expertise, launch a course, build passive income, sell your knowledge. The advice is everywhere. The problem is, nobody tells you how brutal the existing platforms are to use if you're just starting out. The monthly subscription trap. Let's talk about Kajabi first, because it's the gold standard everyone mentions. Kajabi's basic plan, $179 a month. That's $2,148 a year before you've made a single sale. The growth plan, but does the sun where the real features live, is $249 a month. $2,988 a year. If you're a creator just starting out, you're paying nearly $3,000 a year to host a course you haven't even validated yet. Transaction fees that eat your revenue. So you say, fine, I'll start cheaper. Teachable's basic plan is $39 a month. But here's what they don't say loudly. The basic plan charges you a 5% transaction fee on every single sale. If you sell a $97 course, $4.85 goes straight to Teachable before Stripe even takes their cut. The more you sell, the more Teachable earns off your hard work, until you upgrade to the plan that removes fees, which starts at $119 a month. The setup mountain. Thinkific is reasonable at $49 to $90 a month. But to build a polished course on Thinkific, you need course content, video production, landing page design, email sequences, and student management. That's not a weekend project. That's a month of your evenings, and you still haven't launched. The full course fallacy. Here's the biggest problem of all. Every one of these platforms is built around the idea of a full, long-form course. Hours of video, weeks of curriculum, a huge launch. But research on the creator economy consistently shows that buyers are gravitating toward focused, bite-sized learning. A $19 micro course that teaches one specific skill in 15 minutes consistently outperforms a $497 course nobody finishes. The market has moved, and the legacy platforms haven't caught up. This is exactly the gap that Bytes is built to fill, and they're filling it for $69 once. All right, let's walk through exactly what you get with Bytes. Feature 1. AI course generation from a prompt or document. The core feature. You type a prompt, something like, create a micro course teaching freelance copywriters how to write subject lines that get emails opened. And Bytes builds it. Structured lessons, text, suggested images, interactive screens, or you upload a PDF, your existing guide, your ebook, your standard operating procedure, and Bytes converts it into an interactive micro course automatically. What this means for you, if you've been sitting on a PDF guide, a document, a slide deck, or even a set of notes, you already have 80% of your first course. Bytes converts that raw material into something you can sell by this afternoon. Feature 2. Guided AI suggestions that refine as you go. Bytes doesn't just generate a course and leave you to it. The AI makes ongoing refinement suggestions as you edit. Better phrasing, stronger lesson structure, improved explanations. It's like having a learning designer looking over your shoulder, giving you real-time nudges to make the content more engaging. What this means for you don't need to be a professional instructional designer to create a course that feels professionally designed. The AI does the expertise gap filling. Feature 3. Full brand customization. Every micro course you build in Bytes is fully brandable. Upload your logo, set your brand colors, choose your fonts, and adjust layouts. Your student sees your brand, not Bytes. The mobile responsive output means it looks sharp on every device, which is critical because research consistently shows that a large proportion of digital learning is now consumed on mobile. What this means for you, your $19 micro course looks like something a $10,000 a month agency built. Brand perception equals perceived value. Perceived value equals the price you can charge. Feature 4. AI-generated contextual images. Bytes can generate relevant images inside your course content using AI, automatically matched to your lesson topic. So you're not scrambling for stock photos or spending hours on Canva. The visual layer of your course gets handled inside the same tool. What this means for you, a fully illustrated, visually professional microcourse without a single external tool or stock photo subscription. Feature 5. Stripe Payment Integration. Sell in minutes. This is the feature that transforms Bytes from a learning tool into a business tool. Connect your Stripe account, set a price, and Bytes generates a payment link. A learner clicks your link, pays, and gets instant access. No Shopify store, no Gumroad setup, no checkout page design. The entire commerce layer is handled inside Bytes. Real scenario, you build a microcourse on Wednesday, you post the link on LinkedIn on Thursday, by Friday you have paying students. That is not theoretical. That is the actual workflow Bytes enables. Feature 6. Real-time analytics plus multiple audience adaptation. Bytes tracks learner progress in real time. Who's completing your course, where they drop off, what they engage with. You can use this data to improve conversion and completion rates. And the AI lets you adapt the same core content for different audiences or skill levels. So your beginner course and your advanced version can share the same base without you rebuilding from scratch. Here's something important about Bytes on AppSumo right now. It has 0 reviews. It just launched, which means you are watching one of the first independent breakdowns of this tool anywhere on YouTube. And that matters because I can give you something better than review scores: context. Bytes is built by Coassemble. Coassemble is not a startup that launched last month. They've been in the corporate e-learning space since 2016, nearly a decade of building learning platforms for businesses. Bytes is their consumer-facing product, the same technology infrastructure rebuilt for individual creators and small teams who don't need enterprise complexity. That matters because one of the biggest risks with AppSumo tools is buying something built by a team that disappears in 18 months. With Coassemble behind Bytes, you have an established company with nearly a decade of product development behind the platform you're buying into. And the market validates the category. The micro-learning space is one of the fastest growing segments of the creator economy. Focused, bite-sized courses, delivered in 15 minutes rather than 15 hours, consistently show higher completion rates and higher perceived value per minute of content. The buyer behavior has already shifted. Bytes is built exactly for where the market is going. There are no review scores to quote yet, but there is a 60-day AppSumo refund guarantee, which means your risk is 0 while you test every feature yourself. All right, here's what Bytes does not do, and these are real limitations you need to know before you decide. First, Bytes is for micro courses, not full-scale course businesses. If your goal is to build a 12-module, 40-hour video-based curriculum with a community forum, affiliate program, email automation, and a full website, Bytes is not that tool. Kajabi is that tool. Bytes is purpose-built for focused, bite-sized learning products. If you're looking for an all-in-one course empire platform, look elsewhere. Second, video hosting is not the core strength. Bytes is built around screen-based interactive content: text, images, quizzes, interactive elements. While you can incorporate video, it is not a Vimeo-level video hosting platform. If your entire course model is built around long-form video lessons, you'll want to validate the video experience in the free tier before committing. Third, no marketing automation built in. Bytes gets your course live and handles payments. It does not send drip email sequences, build sales funnels, or run affiliate programs. For email marketing and list building, you'll need a separate tool. This is by design. Bytes focuses on doing one thing extremely well rather than doing 10 things adequately. But it is a real limitation if you're expecting Kajabi-level marketing infrastructure at a $69 price point. Fourth, brand new platform on AppSumo. Bytes has 0 reviews at time of publishing. That means no community of users to learn from, no deep ecosystem of tutorials, and an evolving feature set. The company behind it, Coassemble, has strong track record. But if you need a mature, battle-tested platform with thousands of reviews and years of community support, you're better served by Teachable or Thinkific today. Bottom line, Bytes is for creators who want to launch a focused, sellable micro course fast, without the complexity or cost of a full LMS platform. If that is your use case, this tool is exceptional. If your use case is bigger, be honest with yourself about that before you buy. Let me run the pricing math that the course platform industry hopes you never sit down and actually do. Kajabi Basic, the entry-level serious course platform, $179 a month. $2,148 a year. Every year. And on the basic plan, you're limited in what you can build and how many products you can offer. To get the full feature set, you need growth, $2 to $49 a month, 2,980 dates a year. Teachable's paid plan, $39 a month on basic, with a 5% transaction fee on every sale, $119 a month on the professional plan if you want to remove those fees. That's $1,428 a year, every year. Thinkific, $49 to $199 a month depending on the plan, $588 to $388 a year. Now, Bytes on AppSumo, $60, one time. Lifetime access, all future plan updates included. No transaction fees, no monthly billing, no annual renewal. You pay $69 once and you own it. Here's the real-world scenario. A coach, consultant, or expert in any field uses Bytes to create a micro course on a specific skill. They price it at $49. They need to sell just 2 copies to recoup their investment. 2 students, and from that point on, every sale is pure profit because there is no monthly fee eating into their margin. Compare that to Kajabi, where you need to generate $179 in monthly revenue before you break even on the platform cost alone. That is not a good deal versus a bad deal. That is a fundamentally different business model. And for anyone building their first course product or testing a new topic before committing to a full course business, Bytes wins on economics, and it isn't close. Let me be specific about who Bytes is built for. Bytes is for coaches and consultants who want to productize one piece of their expertise into a sellable micro course this week, not this year. Freelancers, marketers, and subject matter experts who have been told to launch a course but have no idea where to start technically. Anyone who has a PDF guide, an ebook, or a set of notes sitting on their hard drive that could be generating revenue if it were in a structured, interactive format. Side hustle builders who want to test a course idea with minimal upfront investment before committing to a full platform. Small teams who need to create and share internal training materials without setting up a corporate LMS. Content creators with an existing audience who want a fast, clean way to monetize their knowledge without a full CURC production cycle. Bytes is not for creators building a full-scale course business with 10-plus modules, community forums, affiliate programs, and email automation. Use Kajabi or Thinkific for that. Anyone who needs a mature platform with thousands of community reviews, tutorials, and years of ecosystem support. Video-first educators whose entire course model depends on long-form, lecture-style video hosting. Enterprise teams needing compliance reporting, SCORM export, or SSO. Coassemble's enterprise product handles that, but Bytes is the consumer edition. If you are in that first group, and I think a lot of you watching this are, the AppSumo link is in the description. Here's the one thing I want you to hear about timing. Bytes just launched on AppSumo, which means the price is at its lowest point right now. AppSumo deals increase in price as they sell and the deal window closes. The lifetime deal structure means once this launch ends, you are back to whatever their standard subscription pricing is. So, if this matches your use case, now is the right time to decide. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. I cover AppSumo deals every week, and I tell you which ones are genuinely worth buying and which ones aren't. See you in the next one.